with. Gets it down. Lewis through the middle. Tries to get a left foot kick away. Short one. Boltish comes off the wing. He misses it. We're going to see a bit of that this afternoon. Foran's handball. Got it away to Pickett. Left foot kick. Only as far as Christian Shaw. He takes the mark, still in the middle of the ground. Goes long with a left foot kick towards Andrews on a lead. Goes away, Finlay, taps it from behind. Good thump away, front and centre was Hinchcliffe. Got wrapped up at centre half forward. Andrews tries to break a tackle. Drops the footy. Umpire says play on. Clark. Handball to nobody in particular. Lewis comes out. Ryan left it behind. Lewis over the back of it. Can he pick it up? No. Tries to kick it off the ground. And a second time. Can't do so. Umpire will come in. Pack develops. And it will be a ball up about 30 metres out from the Bannockburn goal. And getting off the bottom of the pack there was Hepworth, the last man for the Lions. So we'll have a ball up in attack for Bannockburn. From the back, Nayland got it down. Kick off the ground by Ryan, didn't go very far. And Hepworth again, short little kick called to play on. Goes towards Mullane Grant. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Dodges around a couple. Handball was terrible to Nayland. Set him up. Beck through the middle. Free kick though. Was it? No. Play on the call. And pretty scrappy in the forward pocket for the Tigers. Tried to get a handball away there was Button. Only falls as far as Andrews. Gets a kick as he slung. Back towards the 10-metre square. Pack develops there. Hepworth off hands. And still 10 metres out from the Bannockburn goal. Now it comes back towards Foran. And he can settle play down for the Lions and go wide. Looking for a teammate out there in Newell. But Christian Shaw holds his ground. Takes the mark outside 50. Drills the ball back to Maloney. And he's taken the mark. Still out. Still 50 from goal. Might test the ruckman in the first instance. Pilgrim gives him a lead by himself. Button stands in the way now, so Maloney will hold the ball up as Nayland and Andrews move towards the goal square. So Maloney comes in. Good kick off the boot. Goes right to the goal line over the back four and takes the mark. And will relieve the pressure once again for the Lions.
So Foran comes towards the western side, has Boltesh leading and takes the mark on his chest. Still half-back flank for the Lions. Another chip pass as looking for Mills, slipped through his fingers and off his hands. It's over the boundary line, adjacent to our broadcast position, which is between wing and half-forward, heading towards the northern end here at Victoria Park. Boundary umpire to put the ball back in once again. Foran gets a tap down, goes in the direction of Clark of Bannockburn. He goes without it, coming back onto the footy. Good pick up there by Dylan. Handball back to Maloney, the ruckman. He goes across the ground. Player loose out there. Well, mark dropped there by Broome. Just pushed off the body. Harrison. Handball out to hands. And here go the Lions. Going goalwards to full forward. Falls into the arms there of... that was Peter McVilly. He can't get a kick away. Gee, it's pretty hard and tough at centre-half forward for the Lions at the moment. The ball on the ground. McVilly comes out of the pack with the footy. Gets it on the boot. Finds Clinton Shaw only. He gets a handball over to Gadd. Bannockburn under pressure in defence. Handball goes Whitehall. Fresh air shot off the ground. Missed it. Shaw held without the footy, and finally the ball's pushed toward the boundary. Very, very scrambly, Laurie, but there's a bit of pressure.
It's certainly not pretty football, Eric, but there's no inch being given by either side out there. It's going to be probably like that all day. The footy's already very soapy and very hard to handle.
So the ball thrown in, half-forward flank for the Belmont Lions. Huge tackle put on there. The ball comes out to Maloney. He's thrown to the ground without the footy. Clark gets the ball, tackled ferociously. The ball underneath a number of players. So umpire foremost will move in. 4 minutes gone first quarter, no scorers yet. With the ball between forward pocket and half-forward flank for the Belmont Lions, kicking to the southern end into a bit of a breeze. 2 or 3 goals, Laurie?
I'd reckon so, Eric, yeah.
So from the tap down for Bannockburn comes to Dylan. He doesn't get a kick away. That's ferocious tackling out there. Finally a handball comes out to Clark and he does get a kick towards centre wing. Good kick. Leading in the race for the footy there was Perkins. Can't control it. Picked up for the Lions. Kicked back toward the middle towards Beck. He attacks the footy. Picks it up. Eludes a tackle from Clark. Does it pretty easily. Now on the favoured left foot. Kicks towards centre half forward. Mills through his hands again. The ball's come to Bolchek at the back of the pack. He's running into an open goal. Puts it on the boot. And there's the first score of the day. It's gone to the Belmont Lions. Off the boot of Ryan Bolchek. And that is the score. 1 goal Belmont Lions. Bannockburn yet to score. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. Almost 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, he's going to be a good inclusion to their side today. He's back in after injury, and when we saw him a few weeks ago, he played very, very well out at the Belmont Lions ground there. Damien Clark's getting a fair bit of the footy. Those type of players, the blokes that are over the ball today, are going to get a bit of it, I think, and that was a very handy goal. It was against the tide, we might say, that time, because they are kicking into the breeze.
Boltesh first goal of the match. Maloney in the ruck, gets it down to Clark, gets around, look for a handball, then he stands up, gets around Foran, goes to the right foot kick long to the lead of Andrews. The drainer comes out, try to take the mark on the chest, got ripped around the head, no free kick. Hepworth leads in the race for the football. Ryan puts pressure on him, close to the boundary line, holds, said the umpire. And it will be a free kick to Hepworth in between the back pocket and the half-back flank. Measures the pass towards Foran, going to be chopped off by Malane Grant. Good pressure from the attack. Now over the top of it, Woods coming in as well. Gets a shepherd from Malane Grant, tried to get it away to Ryan. Puts it out to him now, but it's chopped off by Boltish again. Fresh air shot, Dunlop. He has a fresh air shot as well. So does Woods. It's still at centre half forward. The ball hasn't gone anywhere. A pack develops. And the umpire will come in and ball it up. Still 45 metres out from the Bannockburn goal.
Very hard to get
You count those possessions too?
Oh, you don't count that Windies.
So a ball up in attack for Bannockburn. Foran and Nayland to do the ruck work. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Foran stands his ground, gets it down. Woods had it and lost it. Then he gets pushed in the back. The umpire said yes.
Which way is he pointing?
Yeah, he just
pointed the wrong way, that was all.
No, he's given it to Dunlop.
Free kick to Dunlop for the Belmont Lions. Don't know what for. Chips the ball. Chopped off beautifully by Hinchcliffe. Runs back towards centre wing. Got a bit of time to get around and settle with the right foot. Go back towards, great kick, Malane Grant, who Dunlop, well, in fact, it might have been Holtz who's got the job on him. Was about 20 metres away from him. He's taken the mark. Still 40 metres out on the boundary line. Right half forward flank. Tom Malane Grant, but not beyond him. With the breeze to come into play as he kicks the ball. Comes in now. And good kick on the line, off hands, still in play. And it's in towards Perkins, who falls over at the crucial stage. Ryan tried to tap it on. Is that off a foot? It is. Off Harrison's foot. It's out of bounds on the full. And Damien Clark will take the free kick. So he will shoot for goal from about 30 metres out.
And from the car park.
From the car park. But if there's any pocket that you probably could get it from, it would be from where Pee Wee is standing now. So Damien Clark comes in. Harrison stands on the mark. He comes in now.
It's a shocker.
I think that's out of bounds on the full. And is. So a free kick to Harrison in the last line of defence for the Lions. So
that was a pretty ordinary kick, Laurie, from an experienced footballer.
Yeah, well, it's just not easy probably out there with the ball so wet, but you've got to get your head over the ball and make sure you do make reasonable contact with it.
Harrison goes towards half back. Harvey and Foran go up. Spoil each other.
Great mark.
Great mark in the middle of the pack. Takes the grab. Goes long now towards the goal square. Nayland, can he take the mark? No, he can't play on the call. Kick off the ground. Well, now it's going to be a free kick for In Danger, and Finlay will take it for the Lions. Goes wide, looking for and finding Pickett, does he? Oh, and copped a heavy tackle as he came down after taking the mark, so he'll take a while to get up. And we'll do so now.
They hurt too if you're not warm up as well.
So
handy player, I like this kid.
Pickett goes towards centre wing. Long lead on. Came from Hall. Now off hands. Pack develops around the footy again, and the umpire will come in and ball it up. Belmont Lions 1-6. Bannockburn yet to score. We've been playing 9 minutes in the first term.
Well, it's looking, Laurie, 4 or 5 goals might be a good score.
I don't think there'll be a lot of goals kicked today.
Ball out of wing, in the air, comes to ground. Lewis went without the footy. Comes out, good shepherding by Gadd, allows the kick to go forward for Bannockburn. Oh, Nail, a nice little tap forward to Ryan. Can't handle the footy, however, and Dunlop grabs it, kicks it back toward the centre. Good mark, Tom Malane Grant, covering a bit of territory. Now he's, I don't know whether he's called to play on, but he certainly has played on, and in doing so has infringed again. So it's a head-high tackle, free kick going to Tom Malane Grant. Ball ended up in the arms, would you believe, of Darryl Pilgrim at full forward. So they're disadvantaged to some degree, Bannockburn here. But the ball has been returned. So Malane Grant now recovering the football. Man on the mark, 60 metres from goal. Half forward flank for Bannockburn. There's the lead coming from full forward from Andrews. Well, again, probably infringed going from that. Darren Ryan kicks it off the ground, across the ground. Running onto the football there was Pickett. Terrible kick from him, very negative. And, well, AFL football, it would have been a free kick.
He would have been pinged for sure.
Because he was only 20 metres from the boundary line, went straight for the line. But at this level, it is out of bounds. The ball about to be thrown in. Huge number of players around the footy. Nayland, lovely tap forward, only as far as Button, tackled high. And that must be the free kick of the week, I think, high tackles, because there's been a lot of them paid already. And if it's there, it should be paid. So Henry Button, back pocket for Belmont Lions. Kicks towards centre wing, big pack of players. Clark pushed in the back, umpire saw it. And so Clark now for Bannockburn.
This is his 5th kick already.
So conditions suiting him as he kicks the ball towards centre half forward, back into the corridor where it should be. Andrews not able to take the mark, comes down, picked up, handball out. Darren Ryan runs on the footy, grab without it. No, said the umpire. As well, still confusing because there's netball whistles going at one end of the ground. And I think a few players are concentration's not quite there because
commentators too.
a bit of trouble.
I thought it was a whistle as well.
So I was lucky. I was watching the football. So the umpire at centre half forward with Foran and Nayland having a bit of a push and a shove as neither. Well, that was interesting because Nayland hit the ground and Foran got a free kick. So
and 50. So quite, you get another one.
So 50-metre penalty there against Nayland perhaps, or Darren Ryan might have copped one in the face as well. And I'll tell you what, we might buy some land off this fella. That's a pretty fair sort of a 50. So now with Mark Foran almost centre half forward for the Belmont Lions, kicking to the southern end. Lovely looking kick out wide, looking for Tom Hall. Good defensive work by Gadd. Ball comes to ground, umpire calls play on. Attacking the footy is
Christian Shaw.
Christian Shaw, it is, on the left foot, hooks it around the body, back towards the wing. It's over the head there of Foran, runs onto the footy, picks it up, hooks it back around the body. Attacking it well was Broom. Great work there, kicks it around the body to half forward. Ryan attacks the footy, pushed in the back. Well, the Belmont players collided with one another, Hepworth and Dunlop there, but the ball finally comes back to Hinchcliffe for Bannockburn off the side of the boot. Good pick up there by Pilgrim. Handball to Tom Malone Grant. And Malone Grant kicked it, well, a bit of intelligent football there. In the air, who knows where it would have gone, but kicked it all the way along the ground from 25 metres out, right through the middle, and that's levelled the scores. Bannockburn 1 goal, Belmont Lions 1 goal. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, it was one that Bannockburn side wanted then, where had to really get a goal pretty quickly because, as you said before, Eric, it's not going to be a high-scoring game today, so it's pretty important that they got some score on the board. Tom Malone Grant's always already figured into the game fairly heavily. He's had 4 kicks and 2 handballs and 1 goal, so that's a pretty good first quarter.
Back to the middle, Foran up against Maloney. They do battle. Maloney gets it down to Clark again. We've said that a couple of times already. Handball to Christian Shaw. Blind turn, got away. Wheels onto that left foot. Goes long to centre half forward. Nayland to go back. Dunlop as well. Good punch away. Finlay moves to the front. Also there, Pickett gets a kick away under pressure from Nathan Lewis. Across the ground, close to the boundary line. Still in play. Lewis and Pickett run after it again. Pushing the back, said the umpire. And Scott Pickett will take the free kick in between the back pocket and the half-back flank.
It was a pretty poor attempt at a shepherd, actually.
Yeah,
from behind him.
Nathan Lewis didn't agree with the umpire. Surprise, surprise. But I think you gave one away then, Nathan. Left foot kick towards Tom Hall. Clark stood his ground. Off hands. Malone Grant's there again. Torpedo punt towards Andrews from the behind. Finlay gets it down with a left fist towards the boundary line. The safety of the boundary line for the Belmont Lions defence. It's out of bounds for a throw in. Right forward pocket. Bannockburn into attack. So Dunlop is down there, but Foran's also made his way down for the Belmont Lions. He'll do the ruck work against Nayland. Boundary umpire throws the ball in. Foran at the front row, beautifully. Malone Grant close to the boundary line. Right foot kick. Oh,
hit the inside of the post.
And through for one behind. So Tom Malone Grant and Bannockburn have 1-1-7. And the Belmont Lions have 1 straight goal 6. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 14 and a half minutes have been played.
Laurie, that went through the goals, past the first post and hit the back of the second post. So,
and that's hard to do out here because they're only little round posts here too. So
from the kick in, it's come towards Baltech at half back. It's all Belmont Lions there. Finally, ball picked up, kick forward towards centre wing. Attacking the football there was Carr of Bannockburn. Kick off the ground by the ruckman Maloney. Gets it to centre half forward. Oh, Ryan attacked the footy well. Return goes on the left foot. Oh,
Oh!
well, soft hands. So it's
Pilgrim nearly got the boot the ball, didn't
a rush behind to Bannockburn. Very, very close to a goal. 1-2-8. They lead Belmont Lions 1 goal 6. 15 minutes gone. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard.
Henry Rutten from fullback now for the Lions to kick the ball back into play. Players running everywhere, called to play on. He's got Newell short. He elects to go further afield though for Harvey. Foreign and Mills over the back. Third in line, can't take the mark. Broome stands his ground, handball away, only as far as hands. Runs the other way, does well. Breaks free, gets around a couple. Left foot kick. Intelligent football towards Harrison and Carr. Also, Boltesh gave a good shepherd. Harrison nearly slips over. Handball sets Mills up, but he was good enough to get it away to Boltesh. Oh, bearing down on him, Dylan. Had to get the handball away quickly. It's at half forward. Hall used the body, couldn't pick the footy up though. Coming through, Christian Shaw. Oh, lucky the boundary. Lucky the central umpire was the wrong side because he deliberately
was asking the question.
Deliberately handballed it over the line, but he got away with it, and it will be a boundary throw in half forward flank. The Lions into attack. And boundary umpire throws it in now for Graham and Maloney. Big thump down towards Boltesh. Mills gives him a shepherd. Kick back towards Carr, but standing in front and taking the mark. Clinton Shaw positioned himself well and will be able to relieve the pressure for the Tigers. Well, he's paid a push. And I suspect that it was against possibly Julian Carr's opponent, which was Rees, who was behind him, because Clinton Shaw was standing in front. But Julian Carr has the resultant free kick and will shoot for goal from 20 metres out on about a 60-degree angle. Help me out, Loz.
Completely mystified.
Well, I did. Well, it was right. He was right in front. There was something happened probably
off the ball.
A couple of metres off the ball. He should kick this.
Carr comes in and does...
I think he has.
Does he put it through? I think he might have. He looks pretty happy with it, and so does the goal umpire. So Julian Carr has put his first on the board, the second for the Belmont Lions. They go to 2 straight goals, 12. They lead Bannockburn 1-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing 17 minutes.
I suppose with the advent of the sun coming out, Laurie at Belmont Lions have improved their score.
Yeah, well, I just this point of time, Tom Hall hasn't had a possession yet. Or I would give him run on the ball right now, just get him right into the game and get him warmed up a little bit for the rest of this game. Get a few touches.
So the ball back in the middle with umpire McDonald. Ball goes up. Good tap down there by Maloney for Bannockburn, but it's taken away by Newell of Belmont into full forward. Oh, that's a lovely diving mark there to Carr. And, gee, he's going to create some sort of headaches if he continues this sort of form. He's kicked a goal less than a minute ago. He's got a mark now 35 metres out directly in front, and an opportunity for Belmont Lions to extend their lead. Kicking against whatever bruise there is, although the flags are absolutely limp at the moment, so perhaps with the sun, the rain, the wind has decided to stop for a while, as Julian Carr now prepares to have a shot on goal. Directly in front, moves forward. On the right foot, well, I don't think he's kicked that very well at all. In fact, it's almost out of bounds on the full. He's missed by a good 10 metres, and the ball now, it's 15 metres from the behind post. Bannockburn desperately trying to, well, either get the ball over the boundary line, but the old North Shore stalwarts in Beck and Hall try to keep the ball in the forward half for the Belmont Lions. So umpires moved in, a metre from the boundary line, ball thrown in the air. Good tap down there by Graham for the Lions. Kicked along the ground by Malone Grant. Gained 35 metres, and the ball has drifted over the boundary line out of immediate danger for Bannockburn. But at the 19-minute mark of the first quarter, they really need to get the ball to the other end of the ground, Laurie, and get a score.
Yeah, well, you can't score up there, of course.
So in front of the social club, ball comes in. Graham, good body work, gets a tap down. Malone Grant tries to weave his way through the pack, gets the footy, gets a handball to Maloney. He's bundled over the boundary line. The ball likewise, gee, I'll tell you what, I think that was off the foot of...
off his hand, I think.
Well, there was a fair bit of calling for the kick there, and the boundary umpire was Johnny on the spot, and has said that we'll throw the ball in once again. Forward flank for Belmont Lions, comes forward for Bannockburn. Clark can't pick it up, can't control the feet either. There's a kick off the ground by Lewis. That's the way to do it in a day like this. Darren Ryan tackle without the footy surely. No, said the umpire, as Lewis again taps it on the ground. Attacking the footy there for was Ryan again for Bannockburn, going through without the footy. Well, there's another free kick, and the umpire was pretty quick on that. I'm not too sure what it could have been kicking in danger, perhaps.
It was a trip.
So the free kick came to Belmont Lions, handball to Peter McBilly towards centre wing. Foran takes the mark, playing well today, kicks the ball long towards half forward. Clinton Shaw, he's put down by Graham at the back of the pack. Tommy Hall gets his first kick, hooks it around the body. It's going to land almost in the goal square, but the defensive work there of Ashley Ruiz sees the ball through the behind area for the first behind to the Belmont Lions. 2-1-13. They lead Bannockburn 1-2-8. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes gone.
Yeah, the Bannockburn side just seem to have difficulty getting away from the clinches at the moment.
Broome kicks it in. That's a push in the back against Foran. Play on advantage. Mullane Grant through the middle again. Kick number 23, I think. He's had it all the time. Goes towards Pilgrim. Andrews, second in line. Got it. Lost it. Finlay, good tackle. Held on a bit long, though. Ryan, close to the boundary line. Tried to tap it back towards Pilgrim. Finlay, Hepworth, rides a bump. Loses the footy out of bounds at half forward. Pretty willing.
Yeah, they're having a go.
They certainly are. Darren Ryan and Henry Button don't like each other. And Darren Ryan, a bit of a smile as he runs back towards the boundary throw-in. Nayland gets it down towards Pilgrim again, off hands McVilly. Carr in there also, tapped on by Pilgrim. Now McVilly off a step, goes towards Dillon, who can take the mark at half forward. Just hold it up, got Ryan and also Maloney in the middle. Oh, the kick though, terrible towards, well, it might end up okay. Mullane Grant gets around a couple. Handball to a standing start, Ryan. Can he get around a couple? No, he can't. He gives the ball back to Mullane Grant. Oh, gets the hands free and then goes long towards the goal square. From behind Andrews, Finlay. Shepherd, said the umpire.
They're dragging some good ones out today.
Mate.
And will be a free kick to Shane Andrews.
Would you think that might happen at the other end, Shepherd?
Well, it's a possibility
because that's a similar situation.
Well, the other end, the ball was in the hands of a Bannockburn player. This time the ball was in the air.
So Shane Andrews from directly in front, 10 metres out. Should be able to put Bannockburn's second on the board, and they reclaim the lead.
The Drain has got it.
So his first, and Bannockburn go to 2-2-14. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 22.5 minutes played.
Well, I guess as you would expect with two sides with so much to play for, Laurie, a point the difference after 22 minutes is not unexpected, but it's in the conditions, it's been fairly scrappy.
They're pretty hard around the ball too, though, Eric. They're really not allowing anyone to get away freely, and that's good football. They're putting pressure on, and there is a lot in this game, and the importance of it, who gets the 4 points. But, I don't think we're going to see pretty footy today. It's just not that sort of day for it.
Well, the rain, actually, as we speak, has stopped. It's reasonably clear, but I guess we could expect that most of the day, sort of on and off.
I mean, Nathan Lewis came out the back line, then 2 kicks off the ground, probably got a 50 metres.
Yes.
I guess that's good football.
That's wet weather footy, isn't it? So back in the middle with umpire Formosa about to put the ball in the air, which he does, up high. Maloney to the back, nice little tap. Again, Lewis, kick off the ground, only goes towards wing. Boltech for the Lions, first to the footy, being pursued there by Woods. Does well to get around him, gets the ball on the right foot, diving forward, magnificent mark, Tommy Hall. He would be pretty happy if you're a slipsfieldsman diving forward, and has taken the mark half forward flank. Beautiful kick from Halls at the head of the goal square. At the back mark, well, I'd just about pay that mark, I think. Was the only person that put the hands up. And it is Ruiz, the fullback for Bannockburn. Decides to go wide to the outer side. Kicks it long. He's got Broome out there, takes the mark and lands running. Kicks it low with the bruise. Dunlop in the way there for the Belmont Lions. Kicks wide toward the centre wing. Overrunning the footy with hands. Can't control it. And from there, it's over the boundary line. True centre wing. Outer side here at Victoria Park, 24 minutes gone, with the score 1 point in front, Bannockburn at this point. Boundary umpire again. Foran doing the ruck work against Maloney again. Ball comes in, Foran, well, he doesn't really get the tap down. Maloney does from the back. Clark tries to break a tackle. Ball falls clear to hands. He chips it forward, but again, Broome, very conspicuous in this first quarter. Aaron Broome has taken the saving mark again. Nice looking kick towards half forward. In front, Mullane Grant can't take the mark, comes to ground. Woods can't control it. Lewis picks it up. Left foot kick around the body. It's eluded a number of players. Oh, gee, it's a chance for Bannockburn here. The ball's in the goal square, and Shane Andrews,
Great goal,
had
Shane.
plenty of time to pick it up, as Henry Button not at all happy, and I think there's might well be another kick here. As well, Button certainly dealt with Darren Ryan. There's definitely no love lost there, but the goal will stand. It's the second goal to Shane Andrews. It is the third for Bannockburn. They go to 3-2-20. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 25.5 minutes gone.
Well, it was a good example there. Get the ball in quickly and have the players at the drop of the footy. Once it hit the ground there was three Bannockburns. They could have just barely raffled that. So it's very important. Kick it along as you can.
Back to the middle. Foran goes up early. Maloney gets it down. Harrison roves the pack. Handball's free. Or kick off the ground. Graham didn't go very far. Coming through the middle. Cameron Carr on the left boot towards half forward. Nayland. Lewis. Dunlop pushing the back. Nayland will get the free kick. On the point of the centre square at half forward. Ben Nayland. The lead on from Andrews. Short lead. Daryl Pilgrim gives him a lead as well. He wants to go with a torpedo punt off the side of the boot. To nobody in particular. Foran gets back there. Now Malane Grant. He attacks it. He's got three Belmont Lions around him. Comes off the back of an opposition player. Malane Grant runs in and has kicked the goal.
I'll tell you what.
Fantastic play. Tom Malane Grant has kicked his second, the fourth for Bannockburn. And they go to 4-2-26. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 26.5 minutes played.
An element of luck, Laurie. It bounced off the opposition player, but Malane Grant wanted the ball.
Oh, and he's got a bit of skill too as well. So, I mean, that was a great goal in these conditions. Look, he's had a great first quarter. Fantastic.
Well, I think he's fronting up his second opponent so far, hasn't he? They've already had a switch.
Yep, Holtz was on him. Moore's on him now.
You better find some more, I think, because he's going to have one of those days today.
Well, he's certainly covering some ground, and they're very hard to mine forward to cover the territory, as the umpire, McDonald, in the middle, about to put the ball up once again. Graham doing the ruck work, ran straight at the opponent. No free kick, said the umpire. Ball under a pack of players. Well, he's brought one out there. Clark. No, it's
Christian Shaw.
Who's got the free kick?
Clarky.
Clark.
Tom Hall was into that centre bounce too, Eric.
Yes. So it's Christian Shaw with the free kick. Too high tackle. Left foot long to half forward. In front, Andrews can't take the mark. Perkins punches it forward. Picked up there by Graham, not Graham, Hepworth. Picked up also by Harrison. He goes for, I'd say he's looking for the boundary. Tommy Hall chases the footy, gets it just inside the boundary. Has plenty of time. Has a nice measured kick looking for Beck on half forward. But fantastic defensive work by the Bannockburn players out there. Sees the ball in Beck's arms, over the boundary line for a throw-in. It's interesting, Beck playing half-forward flank, Laurie, so chopping and changing the midfield, the Lions.
Trying to switch it.
From the throw-in, Graham there for the Belmont Lions, gets the tap forward. Attacking the footy was Carr. Doesn't get a chance to kick it, but he handballs at 40 metres, and the ball now on the 50-metre arc for Belmont. But again, it's a defence of the Belmont Lions, who brings the ball away only as far as Woods. Woods at Bannockburn, back to full forward. Up high there, it's lovely little give.
Handball.
The give was from
Pilgrim
to Darren Ryan. Runs to the goal square, and Ryan has kicked his first goal. So all of a sudden, Bannockburn have created a little bit of a gap in the two sides. 5-2-32, they lead the Belmont Lions 2-1-13. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 29 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, they had the players around the footy again there when they went forward, and all indications are that's what they're going to do, and that's a good tactic because it's going to be on the ground. So if you've got the players around the ball and hits the ground, you've got more opportunity to, if you've got the numbers there, to help one another get it out. It was finished up a nice give, wasn't it? Nice goal.
Back to the middle, Graham in the ruck now, gets it down only as far as Christian Shaw again. Left foot kick to centre half forward, Nayland, Malane Grant, punched away, front and centre Hepworth, Malane Grant through the middle again. Right foot kick high towards Andrews, and Finlay again. Andrews kept his eye on it, couldn't take the mark off hands. Button over the top of it now, and is he wrapped up? Umpire says he is.
Ooh.
Thought about holding the ball, I think, but then he will ball it up 10 metres out from the Bannockburn goal. Oh, late one the Tigers would like. Deep into their attacking zone. Nayland, Graham gets it down. Harrison kick off the ground to Hepworth. He gives it away by hand to Moore, off a step, only as far as Christian Shaw again, takes the mark. Outside 50, drills it back towards the middle. Maloney takes the mark, still inside the centre square. Then he chips it towards the opposite half-forward flank. Pilgrim, surrounded by players. Button gets it down. Rove, Woods had it, lost it. Dunlop and Pilgrim, they'll go at it now. Dunlop with a little toe poke. Now the handball by Nayland, set Lewis up. He tried to tap it back to Broome. His handball to Clark. He's wrapped up by Graham. Pushing the back, no. Play on the call. Pickett. Maloney, the big ruckman. He tries to tap it out. Kick off the ground by Harrison. Straight into the mid-drift to Beck. Kick off the ground by Andrews towards Ryan. Tried to be fancy. Handball didn't go anywhere. Hall at centre half back. Breaks a couple of tackles. Short little kick under pressure. Now Pickett. He goes towards half back. Woods. Boltesh. Good tackle. Pay a free kick, please, umpire. And he does. Holding the ball. And we'll clear the play, hopefully, from half-back to Belmont Lions. Boltesh with the tackle, and a good tackle too. Now goes to the right foot kick to centre wing. 4 and 30 in line, got a high tackle. Umpire said yes. Play on the call, possibly advantage. No, not now.
He's got to bring it back now.
Yeah, Beck didn't take the footy with him, so Mark Foran will take the free kick. Right in front of our commentary position on centre wing. Got McVilly short. He's got Carr on a long lead. He's got Harvey running back towards centre half forward. He's got Graham. He goes in that direction now. Pickett's there as well. Shaw, Harrison, off hands. Goes towards the side of the pack. Christian Shaw, handball over the top to Lewis. They could be away again at centre half back. Goes to the right foot, kick long towards a vacant centre half forward position.
That's a relay kick.
Field. And against...
No, he's giving it the other way.
So he's given a free kick to Pickett against Nathan Lewis. Didn't see what that was for.
He signalled a round arm after he's kicked the footy. In other words, Lewis put his opponent down.
So Pickett, short kick out wide, looking for Graham. He takes the mark. Then he chips the ball towards the lead of Newell. He takes it 50 out. Short little kick to Harrison is okay. Dylan just gets there as he takes the mark. We'll stand on it. Now Michael Harrison. A few players between him and the goal square. Hall, Foran, and Carr all back in the goal square. Michael Harrison comes in, kicking from 50, just sets it up in the end, and Mills in front, off hands, to the side of the pack. Carr, play on the call, big pack around the ball. McVilly tried to break free, umpire says it's his, and he will ball it up 10 metres out from the Belmont Lions goal.
Well, we had the numbers there, didn't they, both sides? You couldn't do much else there.
32.5 minutes played, first term. Ball up. Maloney got it down towards Clinton Shaw off a step, only as far as Harrison. Handball to Hall, set him up, tried to get the hands free.
Throwing it.
Hold the ball, said the umpire.
Don't know really what chance he had of getting rid of it, but
he didn't have any.
So Aaron Broome with the free kick, last line of defence for Bannockburn. Goes wide, looking for the lead of Nayland up against Dunlop and Moore off hands. Woods handball towards Clinton Shaw. He rides the bump and gets it away to Dylan, runs along centre wing, goes to the right foot kick as the siren sounds, so that will be quarter time, and it shows Bannockburn 5-2-32. They lead the Belmont Lions 2-1-13. Goal kickers for Bannockburn, 2 each to Shane Andrews and Tom Mullane Grant, and a single goal to their coach Darren Ryan, while the Belmont Lions goals have been kicked by Julian Carr and Ryan Boltish. It's 21 points of difference at quarter time. We will take a break and back with a second quarter action of our Matchday Live coverage. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.